It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport. Manny Pacquiao.
It took a brutal beating to force him out of the sport. The kind that leaves more than just bruises. It leaves questions. When a legend like Manny Pacquiao steps back into the gym after years away, what runs through his mind? Does that spark, the one that made him a storm in human form, still burn, or has time finally caught him? Inside a quiet gym, the rhythmic thud of leather echoed like a heartbeat. Oscar de la Hoya stood there, watching the unmistakable figure of Pacquiao. 46 years old, moving like time had never touched him. Each jab cracked like lightning. Each step a reminder that warriors don't fade. They simply wait for the next fight to wake them up. De la Hoya came to see if the fire was still alive, and found Inferno.
He beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times,
What De La Hoya witnessed wasn't nostalgia. It was resurrection. Manny Pacquiao, the man who conquered 8 weight divisions, was moving with the same electricity that once paralyzed his opponents. His eyes, sharp, unshaken, told the story. This wasn't a comeback for fame. It was love. Love for the ring, for the rhythm of combat, for the war that shaped his soul. Pacquiao's punches carried purpose. His footwork whispered discipline, and his aura said one thing. The legend never left. He just waited until the world was ready for another reminder.
And then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the
De
trigger.
La Hoya had seen it all. The rise, the reign, and the fall of champions. But this moment was different. Watching Pacquiao, he realized age hadn't weakened a Filipino icon. It had sharpened him. Every strike was deliberate, every breath controlled. The weight of years didn't drag him down. It anchored him deeper in mastery. What De La Hoya found that day wasn't a man chasing glory. It was a fighter reborn, moving with the hunger of his youth and the wisdom of a veteran who's battled the clock and refused to lose.
I still remember to this day the conversation I had with Oscar when I first told him, hey, you should fight Pacquiao.
For years away from the ring hadn't dulled Pacquiao's instincts. It reignited them. Those absences were more than rest. They were renewal. He wasn't back just to fight another man. He was back to fight time itself. The world called him past his prime. But watching him now, you could see it. The flash in his footwork, the command in his rhythm. He wasn't chasing anyone. He was setting the standard again, the same way he did for decades.
Oscar laughed. He's too little. He's too little, that guy. There's a difference of almost 20 pounds.
La Hoya remembered what it felt like to stand across from that southpaw storm. How Pacquiao could slip, spin, and strike before you even blinked. Now, at 46, he was still doing it. The stories from his camp were legend. Runs before sunrise, prayers before sunset, and grueling sessions that would break most men in half. While others trained for cameras, Pacquiao trained for legacy. His discipline was sacred, his faith unshakable. The critics said age slows reflexes. But De La Hoya saw something different. It refines them.
People want to see that fight. People are excited. He's the guy that's coming up. He's fast, Oscar, but eventually your size is going to break him down.
Every legend carries scars, and De La Hoya didn't hide his. He remembered those 15 clean punches Pacquiao landed like lightning bolts, and the haunting realization that he had underestimated a storm. That memory wasn't humiliation. It was history. Proof that greatness doesn't always roar. Sometimes it moves quietly until the bell rings. Pacquiao's presence inside the ropes was still the same. Calm, relentless, unstoppable.
It was not right. I could see it in his eyes. He's not even throwing punches. What is he doing?
Pacquiao swings his left hand through De La Hoya's guard.
Even behind closed doors, the whispers leaked out. Secret clips from Pacquiao's sparring sessions, blurs of motion, flashes of speed. The cameras weren't supposed to be there, but the message was clear. The old warrior still moved like he was 25. His angles defied logic. His timing destroyed patterns. While others looked for shortcuts, Pacquiao kept grinding. Each drill treated like fight night. He wasn't training for money. He was training for meaning.
He had no legs, he had no pop, he had no punch.
For Pacquiao, legacy wasn't enough. He wanted to carve a new chapter. The matchup with Mario Barrios wasn't just another headline. It was a statement. The kind of statement only a legend can make. That time doesn't decide your end, your heart does. Barrios might have been younger, faster, hungrier. But hunger means nothing when you're standing in front of a man who's fed on challenges his whole life. Pacquiao's eyes said it all. This wasn't about proving people wrong. It was about proving himself right.
Pacquiao is making De La Hoya look old, slow, ineffectual. De La Hoya has 0 answers.
De La Hoya's laughter echoed through the gym as Pacquiao toyed with the younger fighter in sparring. The veteran's hands were low, feet gliding like a ghost, while the kid threw flurries that never landed clean. That's when De La Hoya said it. The oldest trick in boxing. Let the young lion think he's winning until the roar reminds him who the jungle belongs to. Experience isn't just wisdom. It's a weapon, and Pacquiao wielded it with deadly precision.
I was scared. And I said, you know what? The spark's not there. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it.
He believed fight night would be about more than fists. It would be a battle of minds. Young fighters fight to prove something. Legends fight because they've already proved everything. One well-timed jab, one perfectly placed counter. That's all it takes to shatter a dream. For Pacquiao, that jab wasn't just a punch. It was history, a message that the fire still burned and he wasn't done yet.
I'd love to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
Pacquiao's defense told its own story. Smooth, unflashy, but impossibly sharp. De La Hoya watched him glide from shot to shot, countering with machine-like precision. He called out today's trainers, saying no technology could teach what Pacquiao embodied. Instinct. That sixth sense only earned through blood, sweat, and thousands of rounds. In an age of analytics, Pacquiao was proof that the human soul still beats faster than any algorithm.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao, is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me. Right when I walked into the ring, I had enough of Pacquiao.
But behind every punch, there's pain. Decades in the ring carve invisible scars. The kind only legends understand. De La Hoya reflected on what it means to fight Father Time. The aching joints, the sleepless nights, the mornings when the body begs for rest, but the heart says no. Pacquiao chose the hard road again. Not for money, not for fame, but for purpose. Because real fighters don't retire. They evolve.